Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Happy Thursday night. I'm sorry I'm posting so late, but I had something else going on, and this is when I could get to where we're at. Now I haven't pulled this this journal out in a while, and so I thought let's work with it. I do really need to get that straightened out, but for the most part it's a lot of fun. We've got a tag about autumn, some leaves I fussy cut, pocket that I made, and we got a belly band and a gift a friend of mine gave me. Thank you, Elaine. And so policy envelope. We've got our little gnomies here, and then we have, what else I put? Oh, I remember this was so much fun. So it's a die cut of a mason jar, and then some of that decorative shredded paper you can get for gift wrapping at the Dollar Tree. And then I made a clear pocket for a cutout. And you put that in there, and then you see your seeds through that pocket. So kind of a peekaboo thing going on. And then here, just I don't remember where I got these, but just a pocket with some embellishments on it. And then here we have a fabric pocket with some stenciled background. And then this came to me from my dear friend Etta. And then this, and again, the dyed, or what I used was, excuse me, I used distress oxides back there. Then we're going to keep going, and we got a lot to go in this one, but we're going to start on the second page of the back, and I cut this hopefully so it'll fit. Yes. So we're going to cover the whole page, but we're not going to cover the whole page. What I need to do is mark this. So if you're crafting along, it's going to go the length of the page, but we're going to cut it here and here. The first thing we'll do is cut this bottom piece off. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday evening. Again, I apologize. We're going to go just to the inside. We're coming on so late. And then I need my big guy for the next cut. I do not remember where I saw this video again. I'm sorry for the idea tutorial slash idea. But I did see it. I want to go a little more on another creator's channel. And I'm showing you my take on it. Alright, so now we'll keep our trimmings. May need those. And then I pulled, excuse me, some extra stuff that we can use from this paper pack I got from my dear friend Liz. And thank you, Liz. This is a birthday gift from her. And then we're just going to cut it down through the middle. I may round those corners. And then I also got the same kinda, yeah. Thankful, thankful, thankful. Yeah, they're the same, but that's okay. It does not matter. Oh, you know what I could do? I could use these two. Never mind. We got different. But the beautiful thing is I'm using up a gift that was given to me. not letting it sit around and collect dust, right? Okay. If those turn out to be too big, we'll cut them in half. We'll cut them down further. Okay. I could. All right, so this can get put away. We can cut this one out maybe. This one. If these are too big, we'll trim them. All right, here we go. So, you're going to need some glue to glue this piece we cut in. So we're going to go here. And we're going to bring this back to that back edge. I have to cut more off of it. Yeah, I do. That's not going to work. I need it to go about right here. Yeah, to about right there. So we're going to cut it off. Let's cut it off right here. Yeah, right there. Might just use my scissors. We said right there. Let's go right here. I have a better idea. I know what I'm going to do. I think I have a better idea. Yeah, I think that'll work. Cut it off right. Yeah. We're finally done cutting off, I'm sure. All right. Okay, and then we're going to cut this piece. We're going to bring it let's go here. And let's go here. It makes sense, guys, trust me. It makes sense. Let's see if I cut it off here. Might be a little too short, but we're going to make that work. Yeah, we're going to make that work. First thing we're going to do is glue this here and trim that later. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So get your glue. Your favorite glue. My favorite glue. I think this one will work. All right, here we go. We're going to glue this for the sake of camouflage, okay? It'll make sense here in just a minute. This is going to be our camouflage. All right. Okay. And the same down here. And it doesn't have to be exact, and it doesn't have to be gorgeous. It just has to be camouflaged. And you'll see why here in just a minute. So somewhere along the line, I just am curious. Okay, so what was the one thing that we did not want as young people in a diary, right? The cardinal sin was to read somebody's diary. And somewhere along the line, I feel like the two things got connected, right? Somebody decided, okay, this is good, but the length is off. Somebody decided that if we camouflage stuff, it wouldn't be so easy to realize that we were hiding where we wrote, right? And that's where all these hidden spaces came up. So now we're going to do this. We're just going to glue this right on top. So it kind of looks like a broken envelope or a partial envelope. You'll see what I mean here in just a second. Once I get my ends glued. And then we're going to glue along this edge because we are actually creating a pocket. Okay. All right, we're going to go here. And here, see where it looks like part of a pocket. And we're going to glue this down. And we're going to make this piece slide in. So you see the camouflage? I'm going to need to cut a little more off right there. And then we'll put that on the inside page. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second about that whole camouflage. Now be sure and tune in Tuesday, because Tuesday we're going to start our book lovers journal. And that one's going to be given away. Don't want to miss that, right? A free journal. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, I probably should have switched those around, but did it matter? No, it's not going to matter. Okay, we got that. All right, so now we've got this. This is going to slide in, see? So we're basically camouflaged there. Looks like one page, right? Looks like one page. Yeah? And then here's your journaling spot, right? Now then, let's go. And you could cover this whole thing. If you have two of these, you could cover it with one and then make your pocket. That's probably what I should have done, but didn't. Okay, now we have a decorative ribbon. So our ribbon is going to go right up here. Okay, and then we're going to glue this, and this, and this. Okay, don't glue this front piece. Don't glue the front piece. So now, I'm going to measure the distance here. The easy way. I like to cheat. I like to just glue it right onto the page. Like right onto the ribbon. And then we're going to glue along here. Now remember, you're creating another pocket, so don't glue the front, the top, the outer edge. We're going to go here, glue down, and we're going to run this piece precisely along that edge right there. Lift, scoot, and place. Okay. Make that as tight as you can. And then cut along your edge here. Might have to come back and trim a little more of that off later, but for right now we're good to go. Looking good, right? Looking like something that's really super cool. In fact, I probably should have done this. Yeah, and then it looks like one whole page. We'll do that. We'll do both sides. We'll do one and then the other. Kind of like this idea. Make sure we get the whole thing glued down there. We can go here, all the way down. Very good. Cut. Have I given it away yet? Do you guys see what I'm doing? See anything that might be hidden? Okay, this one can go this way. Get to use up some of that lace. We're going to let that dry. Now, isn't that cool? We could also put a piece of this lace probably here. That might be overkill. All right, now, what do we have? Got to let that dry. You saw how that pocket slid in. And then we have the other pieces that we cut. That will now go in here. Is that not the cool? And now you could cut them this way. And I think I might. Yeah. Check this out. Okay. Have a little bit of gold here I want to trim off. What do you guys think? Is that not cool? And then you could also put a tab on each one of those. But it looks like a belly band. Slide that one down. There are all kinds of cool stuff in there. With a lot of little writing spaces there. And later on, if I need them, I'll come back and borrow. Look at that. Now, for me, I thought, this is so amazing. I'm going to take that wire out. I don't think I want that wire. It's not for that side. Look at that. So once this dries, I'll show you. And you can put something else on here if you like. But check this out. Looks like a belly band, right? And pull it out. Boop. Yeah, we could put something. could actually put one there, one there, and then slide it in. If I was thinking, I would cut out the other thankful and put it on that other side. Check this out, guys. I think this is the right idea. Where did I do with that thankful? The other piece. Yes, I think this is the right idea. Watch. So I'll slide this in. Talk about an optical illusion. We'll slide this in. So all you can see is thankful. See? Yeah, we'll pull this one. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to glue it right there. And then, oh, even better idea. Love it. Thankful, and leaves are falling. Leaves are falling. Where'd the leaves are falling go? That's the boots. Oh, here we go. I'll just use the big, this guy. I'll go here. And here. Yeah, that's the way I think it should go. All right, so we're going to put, these will just float. But these, I'm going to do like so. And then here, ta-da, there's a tuck. And then here, so this is kind of cool with all of its hidden gems, right? Check it out. Oh my God. The boots. Wish that was more dry, but I'm going to show you anyhow. This will slide in. Those will slide in. And then these will just be right there. Look at that. Ah, I love it. Pull these out. And you got journaling spaces there. But I'm going to let this dry. And we'll come back once it's dry and put everything together. But let me know what you think. I mean, I thought that was clever because it just looks like one page. Yes. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for crafting with the Diva today. I truly appreciate you spending this creative time with me. If you've enjoyed this project, please like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it inspired, and I'll see you soon.